Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Steelers going up against the Bills.
From the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at the newly named New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Buffalo Bills. They'll come out throwing here on first down. They've got his man complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. Back to throw now on first down. Now he'll escape to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here. That looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And a look at Bell, who remains down after that play. Appears to have gotten shaken up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Now back to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opened things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where he, their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Here we go. Flex round.
Back to throw here. That is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of with an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
This will be fielded at the 8. Uses the stiff arm. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Perry Riley. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Come on, let's go!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for him.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go!
They'll look to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. T.J. Watt from his outside linebacker spot. He gets him down here for a loss of 4. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down.
Let's go!
He'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction. Excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
Come on, let's go!
They'll set up to throw. Looking deep downfield. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Joe Hayden, with it.
So it's 3rd and long, and you know this is going to be a pass. So defensively, they bring in an extra defensive back and just blanket the field. And this is an ill-advised throw right here as it winds up being picked off easily.
Over the middle here to Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
Here we go now!
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
case where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Steps away to his left. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 42 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Vance McDonald, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And his kick is right through. Boswell on now to kick this one away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Escaping the... And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. T.J. Watt in there to get him for his second sack of the night. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors they have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Stephon Tuitt in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
And one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And he's got Snead. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. Looking deep now for McCoy. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Come on, let's go!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. His pass caught at the 4. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. Now McCoy. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 3-yard line. They come up in an offset eye. They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play,
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. It's a dangerous pass. That's what it was. And it brings up 2nd down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Hard throw, incomplete.
He's thrown 1 interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
And now out come the Bills. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. They'll look to throw here. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Bills on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And now another one thrown incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
With it is Brown. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flush to his right. And some room to maneuver. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Man open left side is Brown. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
They'll set up a throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Check.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Here we go. Ohio.
They'll throw now on the final play. Dancing to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. This will be fielded at the 6. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with it. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Back to throw. This one complete, right side to McDonald. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Vance McDonald with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there at 20 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there?
Now the ball comes loose. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. Being chased out left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Willie Snead, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll miss.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Jerry Hughes in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn.
And he's going to go down again. Shaq Lawson in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He completes it to Bryant. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a Turkey Bowl, a Thanksgiving Day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jerry Hughes in there to get him for his second sack of the night. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw here. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up 4th.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Forced out to his left. And some room to roam now. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a 1st down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. They'll set up to throw. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Looking to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe two, up to the 46. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out. Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
That goes for a gain of 31. Back to throw now on first down. Steps away to his left. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. He uncorks it for... And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Willie Snead with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
On 2nd down, it's Dixon. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
But they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Steelers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. They'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll come out in the pistol.
Green 39! Green 39!
He'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now back to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Let's go! Flex round!
Back to throw. Space to maneuver at the 40. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And some room to work. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. The drive begins with a run by Dixon. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They'll look to throw here. Rolling to his right. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Nice solid gain there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice into Major League Baseball.